Hello everyone, welcome to Pasha's Films, where we're looking at smaller films and rare gems that never received the recognition they deserve. One day, a young girl posts an update on Instagram, and suddenly, in a matter of hours, she and her father are on the run from Calabrian mafia. Welcome to today's film. My name is Vendetta on Netflix. Let's go. As someone who likes watching films, I often feel like I keep on seeing the same story over and over and over again. This depends on what sort of movies you're into. Some like action, some like horror like myself, some like drama, love story. What makes each film unique is the set of characters, atmosphere, the direction, and basically the take on familiar story. What Netflix does well, it takes a familiar story and transforms it into something new. This is the case with My Name is Vendetta, Italian film with Alessandro Grossman in the main role. Alessandro Grossman is a big Italian star. He's very famous, but mostly for his role in comedies and dramas. He's got sort of a kindly face, and here he is transformed into a completely different character, so I understand why he had chosen to be in a film with a rather predictable storyline. So in this film, a young girl posts an Instagram update and soon realizes that her life and life of her family is in danger. So she's on the run with her father from Calabrian mafia. Her father used to be a hitman for Calabrian mafia, and he was at war with another family. He didn't have much choice in his way of life, but it didn't excuse the horrible thing he had done in his past. So this is a story about two people who love each other dearly, but suddenly they don't really know each other. The girl discovers her father used to be a monster, but chose a different lifestyle, and father discovers that his little girl is capable of some pretty intense, pretty scary things when it comes to survival. So this is a familiar story. It resembles very much Leon from Luc Besson. It's really interesting how the girl character, is of age, and in this particular story, if it was, I mean, you can't get away these days with what Luc Besson could get away many years ago. This girl shows some really violent streaks in her. This character is just insane and tough, and you can see how from a young innocent girl she develops into little by little into a killing machine. So what makes this film different really is Italian settings. It's extremely beautiful cinematography. We can see lots of little towns, lots of nature, and because of the Italian film, I guess this familiar story again presented into something quite different, and the stakes are really high. So while you have the same car chase or the same shootout as you would see in a Hollywood blockbuster, for some reason you really care. For some reason you really sit on the edge of your seat thinking, well, this character may actually die, may not survive. This is not a Hollywood blockbuster with typical happy ending. At the end of the day, what matters here are characters, and Alessandro Grossman, the biggest Italian star I mentioned before, he really transforms. His transformation is through the film is quite astounding. He shaves his beard. It doesn't seem like a big thing to do for a role, but in fact it changes his whole demeanor. His face looks quite mean and dangerous, and you can actually see he could have been this killing machine that took all these lives many years ago. So we get this two people on the run. The story is quite predictable. If you have seen one of these films before, you've seen all of them. But once again, in the experience, that matters. It's the journey, and that's what makes this film really, really enjoyable. It's very hard sometimes to find something interesting to see on Netflix. They do advertise their shows sort of behind the scene, and they check on what you like to watch. this film I saw online. I read about it online, that it was coming to Netflix, and I'm glad I've seen it. It really is interesting genre film with very unusual take on a familiar story. So I really recommend it to you. This is all for today. Please subscribe and please like this video.